Have you ever met someone who turns a simple answer into a long explanation? You ask a straightforward question, but instead of giving a short response, they add detail after detail. Psychology suggests this behavior is often not about talking too much, but about feeling the need to protect themselves. Many over-explainers grew up in environments where they were frequently questioned, criticized, blamed, or misunderstood. Over time, their brain learned that a simple answer was never enough. They began believing that every action, decision, and opinion needed a defense. As adults, they carry this habit into everyday life, automatically providing more information than necessary, because somewhere deep down, they expect to be judged, challenged, or misunderstood. Over-explaining is also strongly connected to anxiety. People with social anxiety often worry about how others perceive them. Their minds constantly ask questions like, "What if they misunderstand me?" Or, "What if they think I'm rude?" To reduce this uncertainty, they explain everything in great detail. However, this rarely brings peace of mind. Instead, they often replay conversations for hours afterward, analyzing every sentence and reaction. Psychologists call this rumination, the habit of repeatedly thinking about the same interaction. The more they explain, the more material they have to overanalyze later. What begins as an attempt to avoid misunderstanding often turns into a cycle of stress and self-doubt. Another reason people over-explain is a lack of trust that others will understand their intentions. Many also struggle with people-pleasing and perfectionism. They fear disappointing others, creating conflict, or being seen negatively. As a result, they justify even simple decisions. Instead of saying, "I can't make it," they provide a detailed story and multiple apologies. Perfectionists take this even further, because they want every message to be understood exactly as intended. They try to eliminate every possible misunderstanding by adding more and more information. Ironically, this often makes communication less effective, because the main message gets buried under unnecessary details, causing the very confusion they were trying to avoid. The good news is that over-explaining is a learned behavior, which means it can be changed. The first step is becoming aware of how often you justify yourself unnecessarily. The second step is learning to tolerate the discomfort of giving shorter answers. At first, it may feel risky, but most people are not judging every word as closely as you think. Healthy communication does not require constant self-defense. Not every boundary needs an explanation, and not every decision needs approval. Real confidence comes from trusting that your words are enough without endless justification. Over-explainers are often thoughtful, empathetic, and caring people, but true peace comes when they realize that being understood does not require explaining every detail of their existence.